Now, for more on the booming business of dating, I'm joined by Q Zhao from Silicon Valley. Q is the founder of the popular dating site in the US and Canada called Two Red Beans. Welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here.
So give us an idea, just how big is China's dating market?
China has, the single population in China is around 200 million, which is bigger than the singles market in the US. So I think the China dating market is much, much bigger than the US.
And that certainly means a lot of opportunity. So what's the competition like for all these dating companies, apps, and TV shows in China? Just how tough is the market there?
The competitiveness, though, in China, I think it's much less than that in the US. Because partly relatively young, this is a relatively younger market than that is in the US. And the format is quite different too. In China, online dating and offline are very closely connected. As in the US, online dating normally is online alone, and matchmaking is matchmaking by itself.
So looking at some of these online dating companies, such as yours, Two Red Beans, how do the bulk of these companies make their money?
The companies in China, they make money from online subscription fees as those in the US, or they make money from offline matchmaking businesses, actually. And I think that right now, the majority of them actually make money from offline because offline is very close to traditionally how Chinese meet each other.
And it's certainly that mix of tradition and the new age here. So tell us about the role of technology and social media when it comes to the Chinese dating scene.
Okay, the Chinese, relatively, they're still they have a strong stigma towards online dating or meeting someone online. It's regarded as unsafe, a lot more than what people think in the US. So online is not accepted as much as those in the US, mostly because of that reason. And a lot of people actually think if you go online dating, it's because you don't have the ability to find someone who fits you, or you are leftover, that kind of stigma.
So in terms of some of the cultural shifts that you've noticed in dating and how compatibility is viewed in China, what's really changed, do you think?
I think there are two things that's very different. One is before people, the concept of the dating, it used to be very, basically in China, people don't date. Date meaning two people come together, just these two hang out. People in China, they hang out in groups. And if they like each other, they start dating, but this will be exclusive first, and then they date. So this is still there, but it's getting better and better and more accepted as dating to get to know each other, which is more close to the Western idea of dating.
And speaking of that, how would you say the Chinese dating culture compares with the US dating culture?
I think what I just said was the biggest difference is how dating is defined. So if you go out and date someone, basically, if you tell someone you're dating someone, you are in an exclusive relationship in China.
Now,
and people know, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting then that you actually started your business, Two Red Beans, being that people aren't that sure about online dating in China. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start this business.
Oh, so Two Red Beans is, our customers are mostly in the US and Canada and other parts of the world than in China. So our customers are more open-minded towards online dating. And the reason I started this is because outside of China, it's very hard for Chinese to meet each other. And when I was single, it was very hard for me to find someone online with like Western dating sites. So, yeah.
Well, certainly led to something good. So for people who are perhaps skeptical about dating services, what would you like to tell them about using these services?
I think dating services is just another way to meet people. Of course, you need to be cautious of people you meet online, but in the same way that you meet someone in a bar. But I think people should be more open to online dating and should open their opportunities to whatever ways they can meet new people.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Q Zhao, founder of the popular dating site 2 Red Beans.